And now it's time for Houston's hottest relationship advice talk show, Love in Black with Tory and Teri. This show is sponsored in part by Gracie's on Kirby in Houston, Texas, and the Carrabba's Family Restaurants. And now your hosts, Tory and Teri.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Love in Black with Tory and Teri.
We thank you for tuning in today, and we are excited to be here to discuss relationships, dating, and positive love conversation.
Say that last part again.
Positive love conversation.
That's right.
Oh, yes, I like
right.
where it sounds. Doesn't that sound good?
It sound good rolling off your tongue, baby. Let me taste it.
See, we're not doing that. I'm right here. Behave. I got you later.
You know, each week we've aired, you guys have been very kind to us, commenting to us on our website, going there, putting feedback on there, as well as letting us know what you guys want to hear. So again, don't stop. Please let us know what topics you guys are interested in hearing, any feedback for us, as well as any questions that you'd like answered on air.
We love it. For those of you interested in our counseling services, we are I Forever Will Christian Marriage Counseling, and we can be reached via our website at iforeverwill.com or email us at info@iforeverwill.com.
And Love in Black with Tory and Teri is our media group, which is what you listen to right now. So if you want to catch one of our past shows, be a sponsor or an advertiser, or all you got to do is go to our media website at loveinblack.toryandterry.com.
Amen, amen. Listen, this is the portion of the show that we tell you that this right here, this ensemble we are wearing is brought to you by Armor of God Boutique.
You know they can't see you.
Oh, well, some can. The crew can.
The crew can?
The crew can.
All right.
Hey, y'all. Anyway, as you know, we are official brand ambassadors for this merchandise. So yes, that's it. It's Armor of God Boutique. And I'm wearing my shirt today. My shirt says what, baby? Because you can see better than I.
Faith like Abraham, Genesis 22, 1 through 14.
And yours says pray. Prayer, I'm sorry. Oh, this is such a cool shirt, you guys. You got to go check it out. Prayer is my weapon. Ephesians 6:11.
That's right. That's right. So
Yes.
Remember, as a special treat, if you order from our website at iforeverwill.com/partners, you will receive a 20% discount off of your total order.
I like it. Today, we'd like to welcome to the show a good friend of ours. We got a treat for you that you are familiar with. You know this friend of ours, you guys. You've seen him if you've seen our past of our shows, a few of our shows. So yeah, he's on it. Tell him about him.
Yeah, he's our good friend Rico Davis.
Woo-hoo.
He'll be in the house with us shortly here, and we'll be discussing his newly released book, First Round Draft Pick,
Yes,
which is
baby.
incidentally tied to our topic of the day, which is interracial dating.
So he's going to discuss the book a little later, and he'll give you a chance to pre-order yours today.
Yeah. So one of the questions that came into us is, what do we think of interracial dating? Me personally, I've dated outside of my race before I got married, and obviously I didn't have a problem with it. Therefore, I don't have an opinion either way, because we're all commanded to love one to another anyway. Besides, like I just said, I'm married, and on both sides of our family, we all mixed up.
Yeah, absolutely. LOL. Yeah, we are. And I think that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our sides of the family and who, you know,
Yeah,
I mean, we've got a large family.
we mixed with a lot of everything.
There's a lot of everybody in us, and we love it. We love it.
So what do you feel about interracial dating?
You know, I mean, again, because of my family tree, it's not something that we really had to discuss. Yeah, no, it's just something, I mean, it's all I know, right? It's my family tree, it's my family. And so with that, and then also being from Berkeley, California, you see it, so it's not a big deal. It's really not. I think it's only a big deal for those that make it that. Really.
And that's so true. You know, I've been all over these United States, and having been on the East Coast for so long, it's kind of like when you see interracial couples, it's kind of like second nature there. But whenever I come back down south, anywhere outside of Atlanta, which is Georgia, South Carolina, Texas, I mean, when you see an interracial couple, people are looking, they're staring and things. I mean, it's just not so commonplace, even though there's a lot of interracial couples in these areas. Yeah.
It definitely comes up more. I mean, because I know the conversation definitely comes up.
You know, I think it's probably a lot more accepting on the East Coast than it is down south and in California.
I would say West Coast too.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's a lot of it going on in West Coast.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just, again, like, I think that all of us, you reach back Rich back.
Rich
We're
back.
all mixed with something, right? So yeah.
Hey,
whatever,
Rich over there, hand me
whatever.
that towel right there. Anyway,
I judge people on their character,
there you go.
right? You know
Hey,
what
look,
Dr. Martin Luther said?
we're gonna
Content
not
of the
Dr. Martin Luther
character.
the King.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, hey, we're gonna take a short break, and when we return, we'll be talking to our good friend Rico Davis about his new book, First Round Draft Pick.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, family? This is KG Smooth, and you're listening to Lovin' Black with Tory and Teri right here on Praise 92.1.
I'm so tired of your narcissistic personality.
I'm tired of you not validating my feelings.
What? What about when you cheated on me with my best friend?
Mother,
Whoa, does this sound like you? Need help in resolving the most simplest of issues? I Forever Will Marriage Counseling has helped many couples overcome these challenges and many others. Contact us today at iforeverwill.com or call us at 346-349-6441. And now, back to Houston's hottest relationship advice talk show, Lovin' Black with Tory and Teri. This episode of Lovin' Black with Tory and Teri is brought to you by Gracie's Restaurant on Kirby Drive and the Carrabba's family of restaurants. If you would like to be a guest, sponsor, or advertise, contact us at info@lovingblack.com.
Hey, we're back. Hey, before the break, we were discussing interracial dating. But before we get back to that topic, I want to introduce our guest, Rico Suave, as I call him, Davis.
Welcome to Houston Praise.
Thank you. Thank
How
you.
you been?
I have been doing great.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
What an accomplishment.
Yes, I'm excited now that it's over with.
Yeah. How long were you in the makings of this?
It's actually been for a minute now. To be honest with you, with COVID, we had a lot of time on our hand.
Okay.
So I said, well, you know what? This give me a perfect time to finish this book off. And when you talk to a lot of people that say they want to get a book, and I'm sure you know people that say, hey, I want to write a book.
Yeah.
Like, I always think about my cousin. I was 12 years old, okay? And he was like 21 years old. He's 60 years old and have not wrote that book yet because we understand life happens and it's just about when you get to it. So I didn't want to be that person that keeps waiting and keep waiting. So I said, you know what? Since I have the time, let me get it out the way.
Gotcha.
Productive,
Hey,
right?
before we go into the book, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about who you are and what you do and what led you to writing the book?
Okay, well, I'm Rico Davis, and I always tell people, what is it that I don't do? You know,
Okay.
My thing is always having multiple streams of income. You know, I always been that way. But one of the things that I've been doing, for over 20 years, I've been a sports agent,
Okay, great.
and I've seen a lot, been around a lot, and I just wanted to write a book to talk a little bit about this character, which his name is Devontae. And
From Jodeci? Mr. Dalvin, Mr. Devontae.
yeah, but it's just
It's gonna be
that
a long day.
it's just
y'all.
that the name Devontae just seems smooth, and I just felt like that would be a perfect character.
Okay.
A lot of times I meet up with a lot of writers group, and when the book first came out, they were like, "Oh my God, this sounds like it should be a movie." So that might be something in the making.
Okay. Watch
But
out.
with this book,
Speak it out.
before this book, I was actually writing my autobiography book called I Escaped the Violence But Not the Pain. So I started doing relationship blogs in a magazine called Golden Publication.
Okay.
I started doing relationship blogs. And I started getting a lot of reviews, and they started asking me all these questions. And in this magazine, it was just about what a man sees in a woman, or the top things, 10 things that women look for, or vice versa. And I just started giving all these scenarios.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
or
just-
tips or scenarios?
Both.
Okay.
And the reason I said is because women they wanted to know, well, why can't I find this man? And all these things. And I said, you know what, since I'm talking about relationships and people are starting to ask for more feedback, I did a survey.
Okay.
And I did a survey when it came to this book. I asked an African-American woman, I asked a Spanish, Caucasian, and an Asian woman.
Okay.
And I got all these different feedbacks from them. And all of those answers helped me to complete my book.
Nice.
That's interesting because when you think about dating multiple races or outside of your race,
Yes.
a lot of people don't think about some of the consequences.
Oh,
of
yes,
that.
yes,
And
yes.
there's so much to think about. I mean, I was an athlete when I dated outside my race, so
Yes.
it really wasn't. And I don't want to be that stereotypical brother, so soon you go play ball, and then all of a sudden, you get you another woman on your
Yes,
side and
yes.
stuff.
I
But
mean, I heard it all.
If I may add, we were talking earlier that we've got a lot of racial relationships, marriages in our marriage, in our marriage and our family. And the thing that I find really interesting in talking with them, and even you're out in public and people stare and their children and all that.
Yes.
Their marriages actually last long. If you look at
because
the
they have
divorce rate, because they have such a
struggle.
They have to be strong, first of all.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
They
they
have to be
have to. But they have such a fight ahead, and so being in agreement, being as one and in unity, that is what gets them through. And they have to teach that to their children, because when they go out, stare and all of that stuff, And so, with that being said, they're prepared for the fight. They're prepared for the fight, and that's why they kind of go.
And I've speak to a lot of interracial relationship couples. Like I knew a girl, she was Caucasian, and her husband was African American, and they told me that they left Alabama, moved to Florida. They said they had more problems in Florida, and they moved back to Alabama. I always think Alabama would be worse.
Yeah,
it's just
you think Alabama's deep south.
Yes, and I just recently spoke with a gentleman probably about 3 weeks ago, because he talked to me about my book, and he said that when him and his girl go to the restaurants, the type of treatments that he gets because he's with a Caucasian woman. So I've heard it from so many different sides, We don't really talk about
it. It depends on who you are, because if he was an actor or an athlete, something like that, he wouldn't be getting those.
That's true. That's true.
So it depends on who you are in the game.
And this day and age, you guys, people don't see that. I remember when our daughter was in middle school, and I was waiting for her, sitting in the car, waiting for her to come out. And school let out, and it was this African American boy with this big afro, and his girlfriend was blonde and blue-eyed, and I was like, "Oh my! Did their parents know they're dating?" Because they were in middle school, And she was like,
"You just dated yourself, baby."
They do. Yes. But the thing is that people are. I did date myself, but that's all right. I celebrate every stage. But the point is that people are changing their minds, and people there is more so of your interracial relationships and marriages now than ever before. And it's not just your typical black and white. There's and it's such a beautiful combination.
See, me growing up in South Carolina, honestly, I never seen that before.
Really?
Never. I saw that when I moved to Florida. So now it has become a lot more accepted. Not more so in a lot of the older family homes, but it's been accepted. I remember when I was in college, and it was a Caucasian, like this girl, she used to like hang around the basketball players. And then it was something we went to, and I was like, "Hey, I'll take you home." And she said, "Oh no, stop right here." I said, "Why?" She said, "My parents wouldn't even want to see you by my house." I got mad. I dropped off in front of her door anyway, because I don't like someone to tell me what I can't do. And it was not even like that with her. It was just, I was just dropping her off, but it just dawned on me, like, there's people that still thinks like this. And this was in the 90s.
And Rico, you mentioned a couple different states that are really, they keep forgetting that Jim Crow laws and segregation is over. But with you being from literally down south, and all, and even living here in Texas, what made you broach upon that subject of interracial dating?
Because we see it every day. We sometimes don't talk about it. I feel like love has no color. And when I see an interracial relationship, I always say, if they're happy, that's all that matters.
Exactly, and that's how I look at it.
Not hurting you. Yeah. You got people that are the same color that's raping, stealing, killing.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
And hitting, all that. So.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know you may agree to this. When we do see, let's say, an interracial relationship, and let's just say that the lady is Caucasian and the guy is African American, and he's not attractive. I don't think you may say this, but do you hear women say, "Thank God"?
No, I've never heard that. I'm
Oh, I've heard it because they're
Thank
trying
God,
to say,
meaning what?
oh, like she's taking him off our hands.
Yeah, no, I've heard that in the
that
opposite.
is
See,
I've heard that in,
you'd be amazed.
yeah, I've heard that in the opposite.
Oh, if the girl is like really messed
like a
up?
heavy set, Caucasian woman,
Uh-huh.
and then the white guy, and I don't know if they're joking or serious, but I've
Okay.
actually heard them say that on the golf course one time, talking about, yeah, man, he took her off our hands.
You know,
I'm
but
like,
that's
what?
what I said earlier. I think it was before or after we came back from the break or before we went. And I
Okay.
said, it's about the character, the content of your character.
Yes.
That right there, guess what? I'm glad that somebody took her hands because you don't need her. You don't deserve her anyway. Don't get me
Yeah, I always say
started,
too,
guys.
there's always somebody for somebody.
Absolutely.
You know,
So
live for
it's just
everybody.
whatever makes you happy. That's all that
live
matters
for
at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask. I was going to ask if you dated outside your race. I know you took the white girl home, right? But had you ever dated outside your race?
Yes, I have dated. Yes.
Okay. Did it matter to you at all, or?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Tell us the truth.
I'm gonna be honest with you
They're
because in my family, which my family's crazy anyway, so they would accept her regardless. You know. Now I know I would hear little jokes here and there, but they would accept her.
Yeah.
I was always fearful of will I be accepted in her family.
Mm-hmm.
But during the time I dated, I didn't think about that. I just think about enjoying the moment, and if it lasts, it lasts.
Yeah.
But I never really go out to pursue it
I got you.
because again.
So let me
Love
ask
my
a follow-up
You were a
question.
hunter.
Let
You
me
were a
ask-
Yes, I
hunter.
love my
right?
Let me
African
ask a
queens.
follow-up to that one then,
Okay.
right? So, and I know you're engaged. He's engaged, guys.
Yes, he's taken
But
by my friend.
what type of controversy do you expect once this book comes out from the, y'all can't see this, I'm air quoting, sisters?
Oh, let me tell you, I've heard some girls say, well, whatever you do in that book, the end girl better be African American.
Really?
You'd be amazed.
So
You'd
many
be amazed.
close-minded
yes,
people, man.
Yes,
I'm telling
yes.
you, I'm over here blown
Yes,
away.
I'm
I really,
telling you.
really am. I mean,
Be amazed.
My thing is, even with you all talking about the ladies that you dated, not necessarily, being a predator or out as a hunter.
Okay.
Even with my friends are just my friends. People that I became friends with, different
Yes.
walks of life. I was in education for a long time. In education, you have a lot of different nationalities that care about children. You know, so. It's interesting. I'm loving hearing this. I just feel like I got in the guys' clubhouse. They let me in. So, hanging out with the guys today. But I am going to be asking the questions. I'm going to be representing you, women. Just know I'm got you. Okay.
We go ahead.
You want one now? Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
Did anyone in the family have to talk with you that said, what you want to date? What you bring home?
No, never.
So just like you asked me that, see how you were just like, no,
Yes.
never.
Oh,
Same here.
never. No.
But, I mean, those conversations take place, you guys, especially with boys. I really think it takes more with the males.
Yeah.
It takes place with males. Have you ever had that conversation? We have sons.
We
you have
had-
conversations behind my back. What are you having?
No,
What are you guys talking about?
You already know that, our son, what he did. But anyway, I do remember my grandmother, first time that.
See, it's there. I told you.
And look.
Lies beneath.
But her thing was when I told her, she went, oh. And she had a way of saying, oh, as in,
It had a whole bunch of H's
Oh.
behind it. Yeah, real big.
like really? She had one of those things. Hey, let me ask, is this book a build up to any future books?
Oh,
Like,
a sequel?
like a connection with, like a series of these types of books?
What
Like
I
Zane or something like that. I know it ain't sexual, but
well,
You can only go so far with this topic. I mean, after a while.
you can go a lot with this.
I mean, I have a lot of visions. Like I said, after this book, I definitely know the next book is I Escaped the Violence But Not the Pain. That's my autobiography book.
Okay.
And I recently talked about a children's book as well, which a lot of people don't know. At least in Florida, they do know this. I've actually been in coloring books.
Okay.
I've been in a book called 26 African American Achievers That Are Still Living.
Oh, wow.
So in this book,
Wonderful.
they distributed to all of the elementary schools in Florida. So that was a great response.
That's awesome.
And I received that, and I was
I
like,
didn't
you
know
know
that.
what? Yeah.
I think I read on
That's an
something that
achievement
you.
to even have your
Yes,
name.
yes.
Yeah, I think I read on something you had sent before that said something about coloring books, but I didn't
Yes,
know it was
yes.
to that extent. So let me ask this: are any characters in this book based on anyone in particular, or?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, you're not doing the best man thing. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, best man. That's our movie.
I'm shutting you down. Okay, so what
That
about
was a
this?
good one.
I know. Well,
You have to get the book to read it.
that's right. Oh yeah, and this is our copy, by the way. So
Yes,
the
yes, that's
crew
your
knows,
copy.
The
Yes.
crew knows this is our copy. Okay, so let me ask you this: Are
Okay.
there any parts of the book
Mhm.
that you edited out, not to offend anyone?
You have to make some adjustments.
Okay, so
You
that's
have
a
to make
yes.
some
That's a
adjustments.
yes, ladies.
That's a
That's a
yes.
yes.
I want it to be a great book that you would sit at home with your little wine and a little champagne and enjoy the book.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a controversial book. Just alone,
It's controversial,
interracial,
yeah.
It's
with that alone.
entertainment as well.
Exactly.
It's a book.
Yeah.
It's a
That's what
book.
books are.
It's a
Absolutely.
book.
Hey, we need to go to break. I want to ask one more question regarding
Okay.
the book. So, give me the correlation between first round draft pick and these women of different persuasions.
Where did that title come?
Because he's a sports agent.
Okay.
So it's the sports agent industry along with him looking for true love.
Ooh, that sounds good, you guys. I know you perked up when you heard that.
Hey.
True love, first round draft pick. I'm just saying you want to make that first draft pick.
That's
exactly.
right, that's
You don't
right.
want to be a free agent.
No, no.
Nah.
No woman wants to be a free agent.
Everybody wants to get picked up.
Most women like, hey, if I ain't first, I ain't at all. There you go.
And you forgot we counsel, so there's a lot of women that want to be second.
Oh,
That-
Lordy, that's another top. Hey, that's
That's
another
That's a
book.
whole nother book.
Second
That's a whole
place.
nother book.
Second place.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to put a pin in it for the moment as we're going to take a quick break.
We'll go away. We'll be right back, you guys.
I'm so tired of your narcissistic personality.
I'm tired of you not validating my feelings.
What? What about when you cheated on me with my best friend?
Mother,
Whoa, does this sound like you? Need help in resolving the most simplest of issues? I Forever Will Marriage Counseling has helped many couples overcome these challenges and many others. Contact us today at iforeverwill.com or call us at 346-349-6441. This episode of Love in Black with Tory and Teri is brought to you by Gracie's Restaurant on Kirby Drive and the Carrabba's family of restaurants. If you would like to be a guest, sponsor, or advertise, contact us at info@loveandblackwithtoriandterry.com. And now, back to Houston's hottest relationship advice talk show, Love in Black with Tory and Teri.
Hey, and welcome back. Hey, we're talking to our good friend Rico Davis and his book, First Round Draft Pick, and we tying it into our topic about interracial dating.
Yeah, but before we do that, you guys, we got some good stuff too. So let's give away something before we get back into it, okay? We want to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
What are we doing, babe?
How about we just do the same thing we did last week?
All right. Okay. Tell
Guys,
me about
the first three people that go to our website, iforeverwill.com, fill out the fill out the contact us information block with your information, and then in the section where you can freeform, just type in there free session. We're going to give one free session for for your first paid session. So it's kind of like a BOGO.
that. Yes,
Buy
and you don't
one,
take my
get
word
one.
because that was my part. But right, this is for new clients only, you guys. So those of you that are already part of the family, this doesn't apply to you.
Yeah.
But this is for our newcomers. So it's a great idea, babe. I really love it.
So
And
if you
come on and
sign up for one of our services, either individual counseling or couples counseling, you pay for the first session, we'll give you the next one at no cost. That sounds good?
I would like to share something. You mentioned, is it the first three or the first person that signs up?
First three people.
So you would normally see the time that they actually signed up?
Yeah.
So the first person that signed up, I would like to give them an autograph book.
Oh my!
All right. You
Look
heard
at
it
that. We're in
first.
the giving spirit today.
You heard it first here.
Yes, absolutely. Love it. You guys heard it.
Love it on Love and Black with Tory and Terry. So,
I love it. Thank you so much for that.
we were, we're discussing interracial dating and all.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the messages that you're trying to convey from your book regarding this? Because we're in everything we're doing in the media, we do it for edutainment purposes. So
Yes.
we're educating, but it's entertaining as well. What are you trying to convey?
I'm trying to convey that money is not everything.
Okay.
You need to find love first.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that are infatuated with tangible things.
Especially down in that part of Florida.
Oh yes,
Miami.
Yes. So you can easily get caught up.
Yeah.
You have to look within, skin deep, and that's why I said love has no color.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that leads me to my next question because I was going to ask you, what would be your advice
okay.
to someone that's seeking interracial, even thinking, I might want
To
delve
me,
into
I
that
would
and-
probably say, don't even think about color.
Absolutely.
look at how this person treats you. And it's like after a while, you know, like myself, I would always say, I would have to look past the complexion and just go for the person's heart.
Okay.
Once I feel their heart, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
You know, relationships are relationships, y'all.
Exactly.
So I believe you're going to run into the same kind of stuff. I mean, yes, there will be the actual idea of the race and the difference itself. You're still going to run into communication, because that's the thing that a lot of couples.
Yeah. So let me tell you this. So I've dated, you know, white. I've dated Hispanic. I dated a couple, you know, outside of my race, and I come to one conclusion: all women are the same. Yeah. When they say, "Hey, we need to talk," or they say, "Who number is this?" or whatever, they all the same.
And when I was like going through my transition, trying to figure out, you know, what it is that I really want, you know, I asked a friend of mine who was actually married to a Caucasian woman. He said, you know what, let me tell you something. They all the same.
Yeah.
They got their same problems.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else. So again,
They're all the same too. And ladies, I know you can.
No, but it may sound like we're joking here, but seriously.
No, I'm not joking either.
And because we're counselors and we experience interracial counseling sometimes, I mean, it doesn't matter. And you talk about love and you know, finding love, and love is the key and all this.
Yes.
A lot of times, man, it's really what does love have to do with it? Yeah. Because we always ask, what's your why?
Yes.
You know, why do you want to be with this particular person, regardless of the color?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, the why is more important than the love. You can fall in love with anybody. You know, I can fall in love with this table here. I was like, oh man, that's a nice square table. I like this. You know,
you're gonna put me up against the table.
I'm just saying, I'm already in love with you. You know what I mean?
I think what could cause it to fail is people around you. Yeah. If you're not built, like you said, most of those relationships last longer. So if you're not built for the outsiders, that will tear you up.
You gotta be strong from the inside.
Yes, you have to be.
And you know, several years ago, I probably would have given a different answer, but because I'm a counselor now, you really have to know yourself.
Yes.
Right. You really have to know yourself as a person, know what your limits are and things like that. Because if you're coming into a relationship and you don't have the self-confidence and things of that nature, or the self-worth, when you're dating someone else outside of your race, and when you're faced with looks, when you're faced with comments or hostility and things like that, and if you can't handle it, you're no good for the both of you.
Exactly. Give me some on that. That's a good point.
And you know, two other things that can probably ruin that relationship: religion and politics.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And especially the political portion. I think, you know, from a spiritual level, you know, I think that's easier than the political aspect, because political stuff, I mean, it's just it's such a powder.
That's such a runaway train.
Yeah.
What advice would you guys give an interracial couple? Because someone is listening, and we have a lot of clients too that are interracial.
Yeah.
So
I think if you're a new interracial couple, one, again, both parties, you have to be secure. Hey, we know that, you know, we ran out of time tonight, but we thank our good friend Rico for joining us, and you got to come back after the book takes off for you and everything. Okay. Tell our viewers and your viewers as well, any book signings where they can purchase the book.
I actually have that right now. I'm locking in the date. I'm looking at that Sunday, September the 12th. Okay. Location to be announced. And right now, for those who are not friends with me on Facebook, you can definitely email me at justaskrico@gmail.com. That's justaskrico@gmail.com. Just ask Rico.
Now, just don't forget to follow us on all social medias at Lovin' Black with Tory and Teri. And we will see you guys next week.
This episode of Lovin' Black with Tory and Teri is brought to you by Gracie's Restaurant on Kirby Drive and the Carrabba's family of restaurants. If you would like to be a guest, sponsor, or advertise, contact us at info@lovinblackwithtoriandterry.com.